If you work in publishing, your worst enemy is not the market, it is not the algorithm, it is not even a bad manuscript. It is the moment someone in the room starts defending their idea instead of defending the book. Today, I am giving you the 7 ego traps that kill good publishing decisions. Title meetings, cover reviews, content edits, marketing angles. If you are an editor, a designer, a marketer, or an author, at least one of these is going to sting. Let's get started. Number 7, certainty without curiosity. Picture the person in the title meeting who has never looked at a single sales report, but delivers verdicts anyway. That title won't work. Readers hate one-word titles. Gold never sells. No questions, no maybe, just rulings. And here's the wild part. The less market data someone has actually studied, the more confident they tend to sound. Psychologists call this the Dunning-Kruger effect. The knowledge you would need to recognize you are wrong is the same knowledge you do not have. The person who has never tested a cover does not know enough to know how much they do not know. Now, to be fair, confidence is not the problem. Plenty of brilliant editors and designers are confident. The signal is confidence with zero curiosity. Watch what happens when someone challenges a title. The sharp professional leans in. New information is a gift to them. The defended professional treats it like an insult. Ask, what would change your mind? A thinking person has an answer. A defended person hears the question as an attack. But the only way a title gets better is if someone is comfortable being wrong for a little while. Curiosity is craft. Number 6, blaming everything outside. Ever worked with someone whose books are a never-ending sequence of bad luck? The launch flopped because Amazon changed the algorithm. The cover did not convert because the printer got the color wrong. Retail, reviewers, the economy. Somehow this person is responsible for exactly none of them. Psychologists call this an external locus of control. The belief that publishing happens to you rather than because of you. And it feels great because it protects the ego. If the flop is never your fault, you never feel the sting. But if nothing is ever your fault, then nothing is ever in your control. The moment you decide the algorithm runs your results, you are powerless to improve the next launch. The move that separates professionals is proportional ownership. Yes, the category was crowded, and we launched with no list. Hold the outside factor and your part together. You cannot fix a strategy you refuse to admit was yours. The author and marketer who blame each other stay stuck forever, polishing the story of how they were wronged. Number 5, fleeing creative discomfort. Watch a cover review when someone presents an unfamiliar direction. The instant a design creates tension, somebody rushes to kill it. Not because they evaluated it, because sitting in the discomfort of, I do not know how I feel about this yet, is unbearable. Same thing in editorial. An unconventional structure, a title that provokes. The first reflex is to retreat, not because it is better, because it makes the uncomfortable feeling go away. Wanting a proven approach is not stupidity. Comp titles exist for a reason. The signal is that you cannot tolerate an unresolved creative question. And this matters, because almost every breakout book lives on the other side of some discomfort. The cover that stopped people mid-scroll felt risky. If your team bolts at the first hint of tension, you settle for safe, invisible books. People who can stay with an uncomfortable feeling without immediately reacting make better decisions. So here is the practice. Say it out loud. Then sit with it for 24 hours. Discomfort is data. It might mean the idea is working. Number 4, mistaking volume for truth. There is a special kind of meeting participant who thinks the way to win a title debate is to get louder. One person lays out data and the other responds with force, as if the right cover were a matter of decibels. This exploits a bug called the illusory truth effect. We believe things simply because we have heard them repeated. Repetition feels like truth, mistaking familiarity for evidence. The loud person is not just working the room, they have usually convinced themselves. They mistake the intensity of their feeling for the strength of their evidence. I feel strongly this is wrong, therefore it is wrong. Feelings are not focus groups. The test is simple. Ask for reasons, category conventions, thumbnail legibility, the promise the subtitle makes. A strong cover does not need anyone to yell about it, it just converts. Data and reasons get the floor, volume does not. Number 3, zero interest in nuance. There is a person who divides every creative decision into 2 folders, brilliant or garbage. A title is either perfect or terrible. A cover is a masterpiece or a disaster. The concept is strong, but the type is fighting the image. This is black and white thinking. It is easy. Nuance is expensive. Holding partly right and partly wrong takes more effort than slapping on a label. But real publishing decisions almost never fit 2 folders. The title that is memorable but slightly off message. The platform that is strong on one channel and dead on another. The manuscript that is commercially brilliant and structurally messy. Mind that can only do thumbs up or thumbs down keeps getting surprised by a market that refuses to be simple. The sharp creative mind is comfortable saying the least satisfying sentence, it depends. Intelligence is holding 2 true things that do not fully agree. Number 2, never updating beliefs. Imagine an editor who formed an opinion about what sells years ago and has carried it unchanged. The market shifted, the data came in, discovery moved from bookstores to phone screens, and they do not care. They believe it because they have always believed it. This is cognitive dissonance. When new information clashes with what you believe, it creates an uncomfortable mental itch. You either update the belief or reject the information. Guess which one they pick? It gets worse because we hunt for the facts that agree with us. That is confirmation bias. Your brain is not a neutral truth seeker. It is a lawyer defending a client it already decided to represent. The client is whatever you believed first, your first read on the market. The tell is what happens after the data comes in. The professional feels the discomfort and overrides it. The test says the other cover. That changes things. It costs them something and they pay it anyway. Changing your mind is the sign of a professional. Number 1, can't laugh at their own work. This one is sneaky. Someone gently pokes at a draft. This subtitle sounds like a fortune cookie. Harmless, affectionate. The kind of thing creative teams say all day. And instead of laughing, the person who wrote it goes stiff, quiet, defensive. A tiny joke lands like a genuine attack. And now the whole room is doing damage control instead of fixing the subtitle. Underneath is a fragile creative ego. Think about what laughing at your own draft actually requires. You have to see the work from the outside. That is a real skill. Self-awareness, perspective, stability. The professionals who can laugh at their rough drafts have already separated the work from their worth. When the work can be teased, the work can be fixed. The teams that ship the best books are the ones where the work can be teased. It's not fragility, it's good boundaries. We are talking about professional ribbing, not disrespect. It's how little you need to defend. So here is where all 7 meet. Certainty without curiosity. Blaming the market. Fleeing discomfort. Mistaking volume for truth. Refusing nuance. Never updating. Guarding the draft. They are all the same move. A mind protecting itself instead of protecting the book. And here is the reframe that changes everything. The title is not yours. The cover is not the designer's. The manuscript is not even fully the author's. Every decision belongs to the reader, the person who will see that cover for 1 second and either stop or scroll. 3 practices for every meeting. 1. The Steelman Rule. 2. Reasons before rulings. 3. Praise the update. What gets celebrated gets repeated. Make changing your mind the highest status move in the room. Real professional intelligence is about how little you need to defend. Watch what happens the next time your idea is poked. You will either lean in or armor up. That single reflex says almost everything. Share this with your team and subscribe for a look at how books really get made every week.